Division of complex number. So for finding the division of complex number, we know the concept conjugate of a complex number. So for dividing complex number, we always find the conjugate of denominator. So see, let z1 equals to a plus ib and z2 equals to c plus id be any two complex numbers such that z2 not equals to 0. Now z1 upon z2 equals to a plus ib upon c plus id, where z2 not equals to 0, that is c plus id not equals to 0. That means we consider here two complex numbers z1 and z2. Now we have to divide these two numbers. We have to divide z1 by z2. So we replace this z1 by a plus ib and this z2 by c plus id. Why we write here z2 not equals to 0? Because when denominator is 0, we get any number upon 0. We know that any number upon 0 cannot be defined. So we require a denominator so that we can define that quantity. So here z plus id not equals to 0, that means z2 not equals to 0, then we can divide that two complex numbers. So how to find the division of complex number? For that we have to take conjugate of denominator. See here, multiply and divide by conjugate of z2. Why we multiply and divide? Because when we multiply and divide by any quantity, then the value of original equation remains same. So for our convenience, we multiply and divide by its conjugate. So here value is a plus ib upon c plus id. We multiply and divide here by conjugate of c plus id, which is c minus id. So we first multiply and divide by c minus id. Now multiply numerator with numerator, multiply denominator with denominator. So first we write that quantity in bracket. So a plus ib in first bracket, c minus id in second bracket, and in denominator also c plus id in first bracket and c minus id in second bracket. Now we multiply these two brackets, but if you observe the denominator, they are in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So in denominator we have to use a square minus b square form. So first we multiply the numerator. If we multiply by a to c, we write ac. If we multiply by a to id, we write minus I into ad, because sign is minus here. So I into a into d. So we write first minus sign I into ad, plus we multiply by ib. So ib into c, we write ibc, then ib into minus id. So we write plus minus minus I into I square and b into d as bd. And in denominator we use the form a plus b into a minus b as a square minus b square. So we write here c square minus id its bracket square. Here bracket is important because here in place of b value is id and id are in product form. Now we substitute the value of this I square as minus 1. So we write here this I square as minus 1 and separate the power of I and d. So we write here I square d square. So we write here in denominator I square d square. Now we replace the value of this I square by minus 1. So we replace this I square by minus 1 and we write here minus minus plus. So the first real part is ac. After multiplying by this, we get minus minus plus bd. This is also real part. So we add this with ac. So we write in first bracket real part ac plus bd. Now taking I common from second and third term. So first we write the positive term. So we write bc after taking I common, and here AD after taking I common. So we write in second bracket imaginary part BC minus AD. We replace here I square by minus 1. So we add this in next step. So we write this as first bracket AC plus BD, which is real part, BC minus AD, which is imaginary part, and this minus minus get plus. So we write in denominator C square plus D square. We separate the base. After separating the base, we get AC plus BD upon C square plus D square plus BC minus AD upon C square plus D square. So from this we can separate value of A and value of B, because here first part is real part and this coefficient of I, so this is imaginary part. So we write here AC plus BD upon C square plus D square, BC minus AD upon C square plus D square belongs to R. So in this way we can divide any complex numbers. Now while dividing the numbers, complex number, we use some properties. When in problem 1 by I is given, so that 1 by I can be written as minus I. How that can be written as minus I? See here, we multiply and divide this by I. Some students get questions, why we not multiply by minus I and minus I, divide and multiply by minus I. You can divide multiply and divide by minus I also, you get same value. So we multiply and divide by I here, so we get 1 into I as I into I as I square. So I square is minus 1, so we write here I upon minus 1 as minus I. That means whenever in problem 1 by I is given, we can replace that by minus I. In second, 1 upon A plus IB. So in numerator value is 1, in denominator value is in complex number form. So while dividing the number 1 by A plus IB, we can write that as A minus IB upon A square plus B square, because after taking conjugate we multiply and divide by that conjugate. So 1 into A minus IB, we get in numerator A minus IB. In denominator we get A plus IB into A minus IB, which we write A square minus IB square. So minus minus get, so we write here A square plus B square. Now see one example. If Z1 equals to 3 plus 2I and Z2 equals to 1 plus I, then Z1 upon Z2 equals to 3 plus 2I upon 1 plus I. So here denominator is 1 plus I. So we take conjugate of Z2 by multiplying numerator and denominator with conjugate of Z2, which is 1 minus I. So here Z1 upon Z2 we write as it is. Then we multiply and divide by conjugate of Z2. So 1 plus I, its conjugate is 1 minus I, 1 minus I. So we multiply numerator and then multiply denominator terms. So here 3 plus 2I into 1 minus I. So we multiply by 3 to 1, we get 3 into 1 as 3. We multiply by 3 to minus I, so we get minus 3I. Then we multiply by 2I to 1, we get 2I into 1 as 2I. Then we multiply 2I to minus I, so plus minus minus 2I into I, we write 2I square. And in denominator we use the formula A plus B, A minus B, so we write 1 square minus I square. I square is minus 1, so we write here minus minus plus 1 in denominator. Now see the numerator. Here I square we replace by minus 1, so I square is minus 1, minus minus plus 2, so we write 3 plus 2 as 5 and minus 3I plus 2I, which is minus I. So after separating the base we get 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2I. Now see example. Write 1 plus 2I, 1 plus 3I, 2 plus I raised to the power minus 1 in the form of A plus IB. So we have to multiply and divide these three terms. So first we write this power minus in the form of plus. So we use the formula for that. A raised to the power minus m can be written as 1 upon a raised to the power plus m. So we transfer this 2 plus I raised to the power minus 1 in denominator, so as to get 2 plus I raised to the power plus 1. So power plus 1, that means we can write only 2 plus I. Now first we multiply the numerator here, then after calculating the numerator we divide that quantity by 2 plus I. So we first multiply the numerator. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 3i is 3i, 2i into 1 is 2i, and 2i into 3i. So we write 2 into 3, 6i into I square. So we get here 1 plus 3i plus 2i plus 6i square. So we replace the value of I square by minus 1. So we get plus 6 into minus 1, that is minus 6. 1 minus 6. So we write that by minus 5. So we write minus 6 plus 1 as minus 5, 3i plus 2i, which is 5i. So we get value minus 5 plus 5i upon 2 plus I. Now these are in the form of z1 upon z2. So we have to take the conjugate of denominator. So in denominator number is 2 plus I. So its conjugate is 2 minus I. So we divide, multiply and divide by 2 plus I. So we multiply and divide by 2 minus I, that is conjugate of denominator. So in denominator we write 2 plus I into 2 minus I, that is 2 square minus I square. I square is minus 1. So we use here 4 plus 1, which is 5. So multiply the numerator. Minus 5 into 2 we get minus 10. Minus 5 into minus, so minus I we get minus minus plus 5 into I, 5i. 5i into 2 we get 10i. Then 5i into minus I we get minus 5i square, because plus minus is minus. 5 into I square. So we write here 5i square. And in denominator a plus b, a minus b. So we write 2 square as 4 minus I square. Now we replace the value of I square by minus 1. So in denominator we get 4 plus 1, that is 5. And in numerator we add this real part. So I square is minus 1. So we write minus 5 into minus 1, which is minus minus plus 5. So minus 10 plus 5 we get minus 5. 5i plus 10i we get 15i. So in denominator this 4 minus I square is minus 1. So 4 plus 1 we write in next step as 5. So in denominator 5. Now separate the base. Minus 5 upon 5 we write minus 1. 15 upon 5 we write 3, and here I. So in this way we get the value in the form of a plus ib. Now we see one activity. So see here, express 1 upon I plus 2 upon I square plus 3 upon I cube plus 5 upon I raised to the power 4 in the form of a plus ib. So first we write this 1 upon I as 1 into 1 by I plus 2 upon I square as 2 into 1 by I square plus 3 into 1 by I cube plus 5 into 1 upon I raised to the power 4. But we have asked this question in the form of activity, so we follow the steps according to activity. In solution, I square equals to minus 1 is given, I cube equals to minus I is given, I raised to the power 4 equals to 1 is given. So we have to first find the value of 1 upon I. So from chart you can get the value of 1 upon I, that is I raised to the power minus 1. So you can write the value of 1 upon I as minus I. I raised to the power minus 1, that means minus I, because 1 upon I can be written as I raised to the power minus 1. So we write I raised to the power minus 1 as minus I. So in first bracket we write minus I. 1 upon I square. 1 upon I square means I raised to the power minus 2 after writing in numerator. So I raised to the power minus 2, we go clockwise. I raised to the power minus 2 which is minus 1. So we have to write here minus 1. 1 upon I cube. 1 upon I cube, we go to next value in clockwise direction. I raised to the power minus 3. So we write that as I. Then I raised to the power 4. This I raised to the power 4 means I raised to the power minus 4. So we write I raised to the power minus 4 as 1. So in this way we find the value 1 upon I square, 1 upon I cube, 1 upon I raised to the power 4, which we already discussed from this figure. When we require negative value, we go clockwise. When we require positive value, we go anti-clockwise for finding that values. Now here we write, we have to find 1 upon I plus 1 upon 2I square plus 3 upon I cube plus 5 upon I raised to the power 4. But value are given in the form of 1 into 2 into 3 into 5 into. That means 1 into 1 by I can be written. Here 2 into 1 by I square can be written. Here 3 into 1 by I cube can be written. And here 5 into 1 by I raised to the power 4 can be written. So we write that term first here. So 1 by I can be written as 1 into 1 by I. This 2 by I square can be written as 2 into 1 by I square. And this 3 by I cube can be written as 3 into 1 by I cube. And this 5 upon I raised to the power 4 can be written as 5 into 1 upon I raised to the power 4. Now we have already find these values. 1 by I square, 1 by I cube, 1 by I raised to the power 4, which is minus I, minus 1, I, 1. So we write here in these 4 boxes the value of 1 by I, 1 by I square, 1 by I cube, 1 by I raised to the power 4. Now here we replace the value of 1 by I, which is minus I. In second bracket we have to replace the value of 1 by I square, which is minus 1. Then we have to replace the value of 1 by I cube, which is I. So we replace here I. Then in last box we have to replace 1 by I raised to the power 4, which is 1. So in this way we can find the value. Now we have to add the real part with real part and imaginary part with imaginary part. Now see the real part first. Here real part is 2 into minus 1, which is minus 2. 5 into 1 is 5. So 5 minus 2 we get 3. So we write real part as 3. Then see imaginary part. Imaginary part is 3i and 1 into minus I, which is minus I. So 3i minus I we get 2i. So we have to write here I into 2. Now we have to write the real and imaginary part. So we write here real part as a equals to 3 and b equals to 2. So in this way we can solve this activity, which is based on power of I.